8 young explorers are taking on the toughest challenge of their lives. An extreme expedition in South America.
That is mad.
They're attempting a series of astonishing world firsts.
Oh my God!
Going where no children have been before. To get to some of the most awesome places on Earth.
We've reached the top!
The team are following in the footsteps of the great Elizabethan Sir Walter Raleigh, the first Englishman to explore Guyana as he searched for El Dorado, the lost city of gold. Led by survival expert Ben Major and record-breaking adventurer Polly Murray, the epic journey will push the 8 explorers to the limit and beyond.
It hurts so bad. I hate you so much. It's just too scary.
Coming up,
Wow!
Nikita reaches dizzy new heights.
I'm on the top!
But life on the ocean quickly hits a low.
Oh, I feel so sick.
The 8 serious explorers arrive at London's Gatwick Airport, ready to begin their extraordinary adventure.
I'm not crying!
They'll be away from their families for 5 weeks. The team have a 10-hour flight across the Atlantic Ocean to Trinidad and Tobago in the southern Caribbean, from where, just like Sir Walter Raleigh, they'll sail to South America.
Oh my God, that is awesome!
Their ocean voyage will be on the 80-foot classic boat Scaramouche, and the explorers will be learning to sail it themselves.
Welcome aboard.
This is Martin, the skipper.
Hi, how are you? Welcome.
So this is home for the next few days, guys. What do you think?
I love it. It's like so old-fashioned, but it's dead nice. Like,
It looks really cool. I'm really excited. I don't think we'll get seasick on here. I'll be too busy.
Scaramouche is an old wooden schooner, and below deck it's very basic with no cabins or beds.
Lovely.
So this is where you're going to be sleeping?
cool.
Yeah, on the floor. Good old roll mats, sleeping bags.
They're still at anchor in the bay, but there's an early warning of troubles ahead.
I think someone's feeling sick already.
Who's feeling sick?
Me.
Please, we've only been
Oh,
downstairs
dear.
for 2 minutes.
That doesn't bode well.
You all right?
Yeah, can
Okay.
I go back upstairs?
Yeah, no worries.
On that
Pulse.
note, guys, I will show you a very important place. Okay, we call it a heads on a boat. Okay, if you can try and make it, that would be great. Otherwise, we've got buckets.
All right. We don't want puke down here because everyone's sleeping bags, roll mats are going to get covered in it. All right?
We haven't even set off yet and I already feel horrific. So I'm going to spend most of my time probably being sick over the side or in a bucket.
I think it's slightly worrying when you're setting off on an ocean voyage and before you've even actually picked the anchor up, people are feeling seasick.
The explorers will be following in the wake of the great Elizabethan adventurer Sir Walter Raleigh. 400 years ago, he sailed to South America on a search for great riches. He'd heard tales of a legendary golden city called El Dorado. Writing in his journal,
I have been assured by those who have seen El Dorado that for its riches it far exceedeth any of the world.
he was the first Westerner to explore what is now Guyana and Venezuela, and the young explorers will recreate key parts of his adventures. Beginning with a 4-day ocean crossing.
3, 2, 1, drop. 3, 2, 1, drop.
That's one sail. We've got another 4 to go. Yeah?
So other boats, you just like push a little button and it does like everything for you. But on here, you have to do everything. Hey!
You all right down there?
It's time to relive the legend of Sir Walter Raleigh. They've a journey of nearly 200 miles to reach South America. Today, they'll hug the coast of Tobago to anchor in Kings Bay before heading out into the Atlantic for a 3-day crossing to Guyana. None of the explorers have sailed before, and one of the most important tasks on board is to steer or helm the boat.
It's really, really nice to like handle it. It takes a few seconds to respond to what you're doing, but it's just such a nice way to travel.
And it's also helping stop Josh feeling too queasy.
Steering, you're concentrating on something, so it takes your mind off being sick and the rolling sea kind of thing.
In contrast, Michael's seasickness has gone from bad to worse.
Not good. Oh, I feel so sick. Oh.
You all right, mate? No. Look at the horizon, yeah? So look at those beautiful rocks, the islands over there. If you can focus on something, that will help.
But the advice comes too late. And unfortunately, as Michael heaves his guts up, it blows into the others.
It's over there! It's making me feel sick in our faces. He puked over the side of the boat, and then because of all the wind, it went in my mouth and on my hands and everywhere. It was disgusting.
There's only one person that I really worry about at the moment, and that's Michael. You know, when you actually do get a really big bout of seasickness, there's nothing you can do about it. You feel absolutely useless.
But others are enjoying the ride, with the best seat in the boat.
It's a long way back to the driver.
I love it. It's just pure amazingness.
It feels really cool and you can see everything from underneath, and the ship looks gorgeous from this view as well.
Come the other way.
The other way.
By late afternoon, the team are steering into Kings Bay, where they'll spend the night.
Good man. Need you to help Megan bring down the sail.
It's been a hot day's work in the Caribbean
Well
sun,
done. That's brilliant. Brilliant.
and they're rewarded with a sunset dip in the bay.
Okay, go for it, Regan. Woo! Oh, God, Joshy.
While Michael's still feeling rough, he joins in, hoping it'll make him feel better.
I'll do anything to cure my seasickness. It's the worst feeling in the world being sick.
On your own. Whoa!
But Sammy is remaining firmly on deck.
I'm trying to save myself to do it, but...
Can I say, it's very important we get you in that water today. I need to see you swim.
Sammy's terror of swimming became clear during auditions boot camp.
I'm nervous.
Okay.
Really nervous.
She courageously overcame her phobia in a freezing lake.
Well done, Sammy. Brilliant.
But now the fear has returned.
I will go in the water first, and if you're not happy about jumping off the boat, that's absolutely fine. We'll go down the ladder, okay? Come on, let's walk down together. Okay.
Though far from comfortable, she forces herself to take a dip in the bay.
Good girl. Good girl. Right, that's it. Don't need to swim any further. It's
Because there's
warm.
no bottom.
You're fine. Absolutely fine.
Please can I go back?
Sam. I think it was really essential that we got Sammy in the water. She's not very confident, and I need to know that all 8 of these guys are good, strong swimmers.
But you've done that now. You're fine.
I feel better that I've done it now, but I guess I don't have to do it again if I don't want to.
Right, team, dinner is served.
Michael doesn't feel up to tucking in.
Today has been a horrific day for me. All I've really done is been sick, hated every minute of it because I haven't been able to enjoy it. I've just felt so rough.
Straight to bed. I'm tired.
The team are looking forward to an early night.
It's very uncomfortable, and there's loads of bags everywhere, and I've just been smushed into a corner.
But the hold is cramped and very hot.
We will get to sleep eventually, I think, because we'll just get used to it.
While the explorers have to get through just 4 days on Scaramouche, Sir Walter Raleigh's men spent around 6 weeks in even more basic conditions as they crossed the entire Atlantic Ocean from Britain. With around 70 men crewing the Elizabethan galleon, it was not unusual to lose several to disease or even falling overboard.
That's it. Keep going.
Day 2, and the team are heading out into open ocean for the first time.
6, brilliant, guys.
As they sail out of the bay, Polly takes them through a vital safety briefing. What to do if someone falls into the sea.
Shout, point. Man overboard, and I mean shout. But you will be amazed how quickly a person can disappear.
Unknown to the explorers, Ben decides to give a demonstration of the dangers.
Man overboard!
Somebody keep an eye on him.
Keep an eye and point! Wait.
As predicted, Ben is quickly disappearing into the distance.
I knew they were gonna do that.
Someone's still pointing at him. Keep an eye on him.
Agonising seconds pass as the boat turns back.
Watch yourselves, watch yourselves. OK, good, he's got it. Right, a couple of you, do you want to come with me? Yeah. Right, heave.
Pull him in. Pull him up.
OK, Ben.
What a landy whale.
Whew. You all right, mate? So,
You can see how difficult that is to get people back in a boat. Nightmare.
yeah.
It was really scary, because you were worried for him, and then you had to keep concentrated so that you didn't leave him in the water too long.
They've got to be aware of basically the severity. If someone goes over the side, you can die very, very quickly in these kind of waters.
As they sail away from Tobago, the wind gets up and the sea becomes increasingly choppy.
Oh, I've been sick again, so same as normal, and I just feel so rough.
But this time, it's not only Michael who's suffering. The ocean waves are turning almost everyone's stomachs.
I feel like I'm gonna puke, and when every time the boat goes up and down, it makes me feel worse. Awful feeling.
Oh.
Oh, it's coming on the boat.
It's horrible because you lie down, you feel fine, you get up and then you're sick. You lie back down, you get up and you're sick. You eat something, you get up and you're sick. You can't go 5 minutes up someone being sick.
Hang on, Megan. Just keep your head over the side. Hang on to the side.
With only Nikita left feeling okay, Ben shows her how to use the compass to steer the boat.
Can you see? Look at the instruments, yeah?
Yeah.
She's just sitting at about 180, and now she's just beginning to go, so we're going to have to bring her back just a little bit.
This is quite stiff.
For the other 7 explorers, the voyage has become sheer misery.
Everyone, bar one, has gone down with seasickness, and the boat just stinks of vomit. What can I say? We haven't got a crew.
Sometimes it does get quite lonely and a bit boring. I guess they are seasick, it's not their fault.
No one but Nikita has eaten all day, and by late afternoon, some of them try to brave a sandwich.
I'm not really feeling much better at the minute, but maybe the sandwich will help.
It's terrible, isn't it? I guess the cheese sandwich didn't go down that well.
My whole career plan for when I leave school, going in the Navy, in the Marines, don't want to do that anymore. So I've been here for 2 days, and just through hating this boat, it's already changed my life.
Josh, can you chuck me that bucket, please? Yeah.
Down below, they face a grim night ahead.
So in the middle here.
Josh was sick in the toilet and it seems to have overflowed.
You get really, really dizzy. You get a really sore head very quickly down here. So, not feeling great.
Fortunately, by early next morning, the weather has changed completely, and the sea is much calmer.
Morning. Have we got anybody alive down here? Michael, you with us? So, are we feeling a little bit better this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah? Come on, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Did you actually sleep like that with your sunglasses around your neck and your head torch on your head?
Never seen that.
At the minute, I'm feeling pretty good, but knowing my luck, I'm going to be sick.
Most have at last got their sea legs.
Who wants strawberry jam?
And their reward for feeling a little better is to get the boat ship-shape, removing all traces of yesterday's seasickness.
Okay, scrub, scrub, scrub. It's an interesting technique, this sitting technique. I'm not sure how effective it is.
They're even up for a bit of fishing.
Well caught, but I'm afraid we're going to have to chuck this one back in. Not for eating. There we go.
I think this is my favourite day because everyone else is not sick. Happy. Yeah, everyone's happy and talking and
This is the first day in the whole trip that I haven't been sick yet.
I know, you came up. Get up.
I was asleep and I just heard you go, "You all right, Josh?" And you just went, "Yeah."
It is all over my face. Oh.
Despite the high spirits, most can't wait to get off the boat.
Really crave some like land, some solid flat land.
I just want to get there, you know what I mean?
Never thought I'd hate the sea as much as I do.
The explorers are past the halfway point in their 200-mile crossing to Guyana, and from here they'll be doing all the navigating for themselves. In Elizabethan times, navigation was very hit and miss. Using basic instruments like astrolabes, they would take readings from the sun and then try to plot the boat's route on charts, which were often very inaccurate.
Zero, 9 degrees, 14.264.
Unlike Raleigh, the serious explorers have an onboard GPS to help them navigate.
So that's where we are now.
And they've got an accurate map to plot their position on as they sail towards South America.
Can you tell me, off the map, how far we reckon it is to where our destination is?
That far.
They've got to reach Guyana by tomorrow for the expedition to stay on schedule. But there's a major snag. The wind has almost completely dropped.
The problem is we've now kind of come to a standstill. And that's why you can hear all this slopping going on with sails overhead, is we're literally floating around, no wind, going nowhere. At the moment, there's absolutely no way we're going to make it.
While they wait for the wind to get up again, there's a chance to learn another vital skill: climbing the rigging using rope ladders known as ratlins.
I want to get you guys to go up the ratlins.
Yes.
The reason being is to actually use them as a method of looking out.
Raleigh's men had the precarious job of shinning up and down the ratlins in all weather conditions. High above the deck, they'd adjust the sails and also take shifts in the crow's nest so they could keep a lookout. Nikita volunteers to go first. She'll be clipped on at all times for safety.
Just come round, because you're safe now. Up, undo the cowtail. That's fantastic. You can imagine in the olden days, they actually didn't have harnesses. They would just go up in the wildest of seas.
The higher she goes, the more it sways.
Oh, it's scaring me just watching her do it. She's so high up. If she falls, that's gonna hurt. Oh.
Nikita presses on, heading ever higher.
She doesn't get seasick. She's not scared of heights. Can you find a more annoying person?
Almost! I'm on the top!
Well done!
I set the benchmark quite high.
I know.
Michael may have only just got over his seasickness, but he's very competitive.
I just hope that it's not too swingy up there in case I get sick.
It's really swaying now.
Whoa!
He's determined to make it all the way up.
Whoa! That was close.
Well done!
It's pretty good, but you swing around everywhere.
This time it's others who feel the effects more than Michael.
Right, you've done one run.
I know, and I feel sick already.
Right.
Please, can I calm down?
Oh. Feeling all right?
No.
No?
Feel sick.
I'm not good with heights normally, let alone at sea.
And once again, Regan finds himself heaving over the side.
Not good. I'm proud of how far I got. Not quite sure how far it was, but I'm proud that I did something.
The boat is still dead in the water, and the leaders decide it's an ideal chance to get a first proper wash in days.
Straight in, you get salty, yeah, out, freshwater rinse, not a problem.
But in the open ocean, miles away from land, it's Sammy's idea of a nightmare.
I'd rather smell. I'm not going in.
Hold your nose. Whoa, brilliant.
Why didn't you come in for a jump with Peter, Megan and myself?
You know, yesterday it was a bigger swim away from the ladder than it is today. Literally, you get in and it's rougher.
Sorry, I wish I could, but I don't know.
Okay, fair enough, and I respect that. But there are other moments in this expedition that I'm going to be looking to you to be confident in the water. And I haven't seen that confidence yet. And I know you don't like it, and I know you don't want to, but I know that you can do it.
Please don't make me, I really can't.
Sammy, I don't want to make you unhappy or anything. All I know is that Holly and myself will be with you every step of the way. Okay, I'm not going to push you anymore. Just think about it for 5 minutes, okay?
We don't use too much. Everyone's got to use that. No, we can get more.
After much thought, Sammy takes the brave decision that she's going to try and get over her fear once and for all. Getting into the water in the middle of the ocean is a terrifying challenge for her.
Well done, Sammy. Brilliant. That's it.
Just get used to the water. Just get used to the water.
She's really scared of the water. She won't let go.
And although she stays by the boat in the ocean's swell, she proves herself to the leaders.
Don't worry. Sammy. That's all we're going to do.
Well done. Just come on up.
Well done, Sammy.
Yeah. I never even get in.
You've done it. You said you wouldn't. You got in.
When I think back at it, I'm really glad I did it because I know I would have been beating myself up now, like saying, oh, should have done it, should have done it. But I'm really glad I did it now.
The wind is at last getting up, but it's going to be a close-run thing to get in on schedule tomorrow. So the team are going to have to sail on right through the night, and they're heading into busy shipping lanes.
They've got to concentrate, driving, watching out for these big, big ships. Really, really scary. And what we're asking them to do is 2 hours on, 6 hours off in a rotation system. We've just got to be on it.
I'm not looking forward to the late night shift because I've got a horrible one, bang smack in the middle of the night.
I've got to do one more like 2 in the morning, which that should be a bit of a bummer.
To stop them falling overboard in the dark, they have to put on harnesses and clip onto ropes. The 2 explorers on duty will always have an adult with them for safety, but there's still a lot of pressure.
You have to concentrate and there's no time to be tired. So like you're kind of really alert because you're in charge of the boat, which is carrying like 20 people, so you have that responsibility.
While one explorer steers, the other keeps a lookout.
There's a boat over there. It's quite a distance away though.
Meanwhile, the others desperately try to grab a few hours' sleep between shifts. Steering in the dark, Michael uses the stars just as Raleigh would have done.
I'm following the star which is right ahead of me, and if I keep dead in line with that, then instead of looking at the compass, I can use that and it's a lot easier.
The night seems never-ending, and it gets harder and harder to stay awake.
Shattered. I just want to go to sleep.
I can't wait to get the shift on. I'm in my bed.
In their exhaustion, Chanel and Sammy are having trouble charting their progress on the map.
This is where we were at 7:30, 9:45. If we did go by the way that we've done it, then we would literally be on land already.
So magical boat that can fly above land.
We've definitely done it wrong.
It's 5 a.m. and Megan and Regan prepare to take the very last watch. It soon becomes clear that the explorers' marathon night sail has paid off.
Literally, we're only like 15 miles away from getting on land. When the sunrise is over there, we'll get to see Guyana.
They've broken the back of the journey and they're rewarded with the most stunning dawn of the entire trip.
Wow.
That's so pretty.
I think it looks gorgeous. We're about 10 miles to reach land, so I haven't got far.
And at last, after 4 heavy days of sailing, the sight they've all been waiting for.
Can you see the sandy beach? This is our final destination. This is where we've been aiming for, and this is where we're going to be making landfall on South America, yeah?
Can't wait to get my feet onto that dry land for once. And like the first time in 4 days, I have never been so happy in my life.
It's been a challenging start to their 5-week adventure, following in the wake of Sir Walter Raleigh.
To start off with, I really disliked the boat because I just felt so ill. But as the journey's gone on, I really started to enjoy it being on the sea, like a real explorer.
It's quite an experience actually to like know this is how Raleigh came on a little boat like this and just sailed there, not knowing where he was going.
Getting ashore after so long aboard has an unexpected effect.
Welcome to South America.
Oh, I feel like land sick.
I feel really wobbly from coming off the boat. It's quite funny actually, you're sitting there going like that.
No, you just got off a roundabout in the park,
Yeah.
and you got like that and everything's still moving. It feels like that.
And you will be rocking for days.
The area's uninhabited, and they'll be staying overnight in a basic shelter on the beach.
This is exactly what Raleigh would have experienced. He didn't know where he was, and he'll have knocked up something not dissimilar to that, but the first stage was actually hitting the South American coast, and that's what we've just done.
I've wanted to come here nearly all my life. It's amazing, so beautiful. A postcard picture, that's what it's like. It's so mind-blowingly cool.
What they don't know is that their epic expedition is about to get far tougher. But for now, it's time to toast their achievements so far.
Thank you to Scaramouche for safely delivering us to the coast of South America.
To Guyana.
To Guyana.
Cheers!
Next time on Serious Explorers, a massive mountain to climb.
It's all bad.
Black bags.
Learning to go the green way.
I'd rather not go. I can't go.
And a nightmare for Chanel.
I just look like the elephant man at the moment.